welcome to the channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with your that is understanding the human being. Here this has been the class 3rd. We had completed your class 2, and that is in that classes we had completed your unit 1. That is the name of the unit is your introduction of this subject, which we had done here. In this class we have to discuss this unit 2, which is understanding that human being and its which is and its expansion, that what we have to discuss as well. So understanding the human being and its expansion, this is the first class of the unit 2, and that has been the important one. Before starting this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. In terms of understanding the human beings and its expansion, where we will complete this unit in parts here. So that in first part we'll discuss about the domain of rights, where understanding through the understanding the human being, and in part 2 we'll discuss about the right understanding through understanding nature, existence, its interactions, and that is your and that your interconnectedness and the coexistence. In part 3 we'll have to discuss about the understanding the role of human being in an existence, human conduct here as well. So with this that what we have to discuss here. So as I told you, please go ahead with subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe to our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and maybe you can also enjoy the video as well. So the first part, that the domain of the rights and then understanding through the understanding in human beings, that what we have to discuss here. So on the same behalf of it, we have to discuss many of the questions here related to it. So first that what they had asked you is all about, why should I study myself? This has been the question. And on the same cases we have your another question. Same cases we have, why is it important to study yourself? How does it helps in your day-to-day life here? So with the same cases we have to go ahead, and that we'll discuss about it. Why should I study myself? Okay, that's what we have to discuss here. In the same case, the question has been arise, why is it important to study yourself? How does it help in your day-to-day life here? That what we have to discuss here. So in our search for the harmony in all the spheres of life, that the first entity we come across is ourselves. We spend the maximum of our time in ourselves or with ourselves. So we keep having thoughts and feeling and plans, but we are mostly lost, and that is your preoccupied in thinking about the other things rather than ourselves most of the time. Knowing ourselves better helps in the following ways, like that the self I is a basic of everything we do. So all the desires and expectations we have, be it to be a famous, get marks, got a great job and become a politician, having a good relationship in our family, or wanting rasgulla, it is all there in I. So hence in our family, or wanting as well, it is all there I. So hence it becomes important to understand these desires, thoughts and activities in I, so that we know whether they are right. Happiness and unhappiness are states of self in the self I. Hence we need to study ourselves to understand the happiness better and the cause of unhappiness. For this, studying ourselves help us to more clarity about how we are within. As we gain clarity about ourselves, it helps us become self-confident. It also helps in establishing the proper synergy between the self and the body as well. And since we are in a relationship with other people, the more we understand ourselves, the more we understand the other persons as well, and our relationship with them as well. Lastly, it allows us to better understand our programs, that is what is valuable to us, or what do we ultimately want, and how do we fulfill them, what is our program, that all comes under in it. After talking about that, the another question being arised here itself is, I am the seer, doer, and enjoyer. So the body is my instrument. Explain. So for the same, we will discuss with reference to all of it that they had asked you about. So the question, I just write it down first here. I am the seer and doer. Sorry, seer, doer, and enjoyer. So the body is, that the body is my instrument. Explain. The body is my instrument. Explain. So we'll discuss about each and every that I am the seed, dear, do it and enjoy it. Coming towards the seed here, that the seer is the one who understand and is also known as the drasta. One sees through the eyes, but the eyes are in the instruments of the self. It is the self that instructs the eyes to see, and the eye do not themselves process the information they see nor understand the information. It is a self that analyzes that the information and understands it. So one says, I saw it. Moreover, that apart from seeing outside, the seer is also able to see within, or without the use of eyes as well. In other words, the seer sees when the individual is unhappy or sad, angry or upset. Sometimes the self sees and understands, through the body, and sometimes without the help of the body as well. Coming towards the door here, that is being the door is the one who does, and who does and is also known as the karta, and that is being in the same cases, in the same phases, we can say that the self is the one that instructs the body to carry out various tasks. The self tell the body to use its different part to do different things. For instance, that the selves that we have, so for the same here, that is we have to talk about it, that the self is the one that instructs the body to carry out various tasks. The self tells us the body to use it different parts to do different things. For instance, that the self tells the body to eat, and then the body uses its hands to put food into the mouth, and the body is chewed and swallowed. So one says, I ate the food, and that is the self makes the choices, and the body that carries out the act in accordance with the wishes of the self. Thus the self is the doer, and the action is expressed through the body here. In terms of the enjoyer here, where that the enjoyer is the one who enjoys and is also known as the bhokta. So that when an action is carried out, for an instance eating the delicious food, the self is the one who enjoys it. The body has simply been an instrument to put food into the mouth and to chew it. The enjoyment is done on the part of the self. So one says, I enjoyed the food. One can safely conclude that there has been the continuity in the being, the seer, doer, and the enjoyer. All are part of the self, and the body is simply an instrument of carrying out the wishes of the self as well. Now we'll have another question being here, which is in the same cases, that is, how do you understand the human being as the knower and experience and the doer. So explain the human personality structure, that it simply means. So that we have here, human personality structure, that we talk about it. So in the same cases, how do you understand by the human being that the knower, experience, or the doer? We can say that explain the human personality structure. That is all the same here. In the same cases for this, that the human personality structure that consists of the following three, and that is the three we have. First we'll write it down, then we'll discuss one by one. The first is your experiencer, feeler, or perceiver. Second is doer or performer. Third is learner or knower. Okay, so in the case of the experiences, trailer and a perceiver, where this life is a series of experiences. These experiences are like a classroom. We can learn from the past experiences and build the future with a care and positive attitude. If all experiences are considered as the classroom, they can be a valuable tool in providing deeper understanding of the life. To the contrary, it will be of no avail to remain in the classroom and keep reacting to lessons, experiences being learned here. Coming towards the doers or performers, so in this, that with the development of the experiences, the feeler or the perceivers aspects of human personality, the notion that I am the doer also becomes deeply rooted, which has been the false I. And this has been the duality, which is doja's that doja bhav, and in reality we all are just a channel or an instrument of doing, not the doers here. However, with the rise of the false ego sense, we forget these truth and mistakenly take ourselves as the doers here. In terms of the knower or the learner, in this cases we have here that is be these first two aspects of human personality, that is the experiencer and the doer, that are common in both humans and animals. In this third aspect of human personality, which is the learner, that separates humans from the animals, and humans that can learn from their own mistakes and can experience deeper understanding unfolding from the within, within, and move upward towards the understanding of harmony and bliss, or we can say that anand here itself, that comes under in it, and that has been the important one too. And now in the same respective manner, which we have to go ahead for further, and that what even though we have to talk about it here. So with the same respective manner, that has been the part 2, we'll start with discussing about right understanding, truth understanding, should natures, that has been the existence, its interconnections, and the coexistence as well. So the next question they had asked you about is your what all entities are there in existence. That's what we have to discuss here. So that is being the important to for asking it all about. So let's go ahead for the same. All entities are there in existence. There are only two kind of entities in existence. The first is units or nature, and the another is your all possessive space here, that what we have. So we'll discuss by one here. That is, for the first, that is we have your units or nature, which is the matter, mass, substance, material that are active. So first we have here for the same is your units or nature. In this, it will be your, that is the matter, mass, substance, material that are active. Second, we have your, that has been all pervasive space, which is omnipresence, that is inactive. So it has been active, it has been inactive. In terms of units or space matters, we have to talk about it. First category, the same cases, this has been the units or matter that what we have to discuss here. In units or matter here, that they are the saturated, which is samprikt in the that pervasive and entity, or a vyapak vastu, which is currently called space as well. That is, to be a saturated means to be that is sanyukt, and that is soaked, which is bhigat, so by which every unit is energized or urjit, and that is encircled, which is your ghera, that is by which every unit is retrained and niyantrit, that we can say that. Another is your submerge, which is, that means is your duba, so for that by which every unit is active, which is a kriyashil. And now talking about the space as well, that is being the second one. In space, that all pervasive, which is vyapak, there is no place or where space is not, and every place itself is a space. And we are talking about the transparent, which is your pardashi, and that is reflecting every unit is able to recognize the other unit by being in it. And permeating, which is your pargami, and that is a space exists where there is a unit, that units are soaked in space as well. In omnipotence, which is satta, and that is energy in equilibrium, that neither increase nor decrease. In the same cases, that has no activity, which is your kriya shunya. In kriya shunya, inactive, not a unit, and that is your unchanging. And what we call as an empty space is not empty, it is an equilibrium energy itself, that the fundamental source for all activity at the atomic level in the entire universe in existence as well. Now we'll talk about the another one in terms of it, where we have to draw the chart for showing in detail the different categories of units of natures and coexistence in space. So first we'll discuss about that has been about units here. First I'll write it down the question for the same, the different category of unit. The different category of unit of nature in coexistence in space. That we have to talk about it. So here first we'll discuss about the units here itself. In terms of units here, that unit is something that is limited in size, like a small build of human here to the biggest planet we know of, and that are of limited in size, that is being bounded on 6 sides. And so all the things that we have been studying so far, the human being, animals, lumps of matters, as well as the various atoms and molecules, are all units. We can recognize them as such, they are countable. Now talking about the second one is your space. In terms of space here, space can defined as an unlimited entity. Unlike unit, that is, it has no size, therefore it cannot be bounded, but space maintains certain regularity and obeys certain laws as well. Space is reflecting, this means that it can be explained in terms of its relation here, and that is that relation with other object. For example, we say that there is a space in between the book you are reading and you, that is, and space is also transparent, that is, there is no obstruction in space. Now we'll talk about the third one, which is we have, that is coexistence. In terms of coexistence here, that has been the relationship and the kind of coexistence is based on mutual respect for the diversity. The group in the relationship embrace each other differences and have got equal access to resources and opportunities, and the environment is that of peace, social cohesion, justice, and equality, mutual tolerance, respect the difference in opinion, and living non-violently. The following chart explains the relationship between the different orders of nature. We can see that all the four orders in the nature exist in harmony. This is already there in nature and need not be to be created. Units in the natures are limited in size and self-organized. Space is unlimited, and there is constant reflecting energies available in all the pervading space. Only human and animal order have received the consciousness of self. The material order undergoes constant structural changes, and the conscious order that does not undergo the structural change. We are the conscious units that can learn, and therefore they know, assume, recognize, and fulfill as well. So we have a chart for the same. That is for the existence, we talk about it. That has been the existence here. So existence being divided into two. For the existence that has been divided into, first we have here, it has been units, nature. The second category we have here, this is being your space or all pervading. In terms of units, this is being divided into two. This is your material, and this is your conscious. The conscious being divided into two. Which is human order, and the second category we have here is your animal order. Now in terms of material, this is being asking divided into two. That is, the first we have is your material order, and this is your pranic order. In material order, this is being divided into atom, molecule. This is being divided into two. One, that is your molecular structure. For pranic, that is order, is being divided into cell, plant. This is divided into plants, animal body, animal body being divided into human body. This flow is cycle. This human body is being connected with human order. This is development, non-cycle. Animal body is connected with animal order. So with the same, we have to discuss the difference between unit and space here. And this has been the last topic here. Differentiate between units and space that we have to discuss. So here in the same, that has been the units entities are limited, and we are in the space that space entities are unlimited here. For the same, that is being the units here, that they are materialistic in a nature, and they are that is your conscious in nature. They are active, they show no activity. They undergo structural change, they do not undergo structural change, they are continuous. They can be energized, energy is always in equilibrium in space. Each unit can recognize and therefore fulfill its relationship with their members of the unit. Since everything is transparent, thus they reflect things. And examples of units here is your four orders of nature. Examples here, that is space in all pervading entities, entities that we had discussed about it and that we have to discuss as well. So now we'll be ending it up here only, and before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than this, which we have to discuss about it, we had done your sociology and software engineering and the chemistry class 12. We had done your part 1, that is unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9, and other than that we had done your atomic number, symbols, elements and molar masses with the conversions, logarithms as well. After talking about that, we had done your, which is we had done your reasoning, where we had done your verbal reasoning, which is being the general mental ability and the logic reasoning here. And in non-verbal reasoning, we had done your series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completion of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, role detection. And then we had done your cube and dice. We had started with that, and we are in that only. After that, we are dealing with the quantitative aptitude, where we are dealing with arithmetical ability, where we had completed the operations on numbers, LCM and SCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices. Then we had down your percentage. We are dealing with that. Has been the 10th topic of the session as well. After that, talking about it, we are dealing with that this DBMS, and that we are dealing with the different types of ER diagram here, and that has been the important one as well. After that, talk about in this subject, which has been the understanding the human being comprehensively, the human aspirations and its fulfillment. In same cases, unit 1 we have to cover up your, that is being introduction we had completed, which has been the basic human aspirations and their fulfillment through the right understanding and the resolutions, or encompasses resolution for a human being, its detail and solutions of problems in the light of the resolution. Unit 2 is your understanding human being and its expansion, where we had completed the domain of the right understandings, that starts from understanding the human being, then over the experience and the door, the extends up to the understanding the nature existence in its that is your interconnectedness and a coexistence, and finally understanding the role of the human being in existence, that is human conduct. In talking about unit 3rd, which is the activities of the self, where we have to completed the understanding the human being comprehensively is the first step, and the core theme of this course, that human being as coexistence is the self and the body, the activities and the that is your potentializations, that is being potentialities of the self, and the reasons for the harmony, and of course the contradiction in the self. Unit 4 is understanding the coexistence with others order, that is the need of the process of inner evolution through self-exploration, self-awareness and self-evaluation, particularly akin to the activities of the self-realization, understanding and contemplations in the self-realization of coexistence, understanding of the harmony, nature and contemplation of participations of human in this harmony order, that leading to that is we have your, which is your comprehensively knowledge about this existence as well. After talking about that, unit 5, which we have to cover up here, is being the unit which has been the expansion of harmony from self to entire existence. That is being, we have to discuss about the understanding the different aspects of you all, encompassing the resolution and understanding the wisdom, science, etc. Holistic way of living for a human being, with all encompassing the resolution covering for four dimensions of human endeavor, that is realization, thoughts, behavior and work, participation in the larger order, leading to the harmony to all the levels from the self to nature and entire existence as well. Other than that, we have to deal with the respect towards the short questions as well. So here we'll be going to end up with, and it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe to our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. So thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Thank you.